Before, before we continue ahead with chapter number 11, I welcome all of you devotees, Prabhuji and Mataji's today's session. We shall take up section 3 of chapter number 11. Section 1, it was a prayer of Arjuna to reveal his universal form to him. If he said, he very, very requested, he didn't order. He very, very humbly and politely requested, if I could behold that form, then please show me. So it is a humble request of a devotee. Devotee is always submissive and mild, and of course, surrender soul into the Lord. Then only he performs a devotional service. So in 5 to 8, verse number 5 to 8, 11.5 to 8, Lord has responded by offering him to show the opulences and how he pervades the entire universe. And in the verse 8, he gives him the divine vision so that he could see. And now we know already in the battlefield, it was only Arjuna who could see Lord Krishna's universal form. None other could see. But at the same time, the denizens of heavenly planets, many of the Yaksha, Gandharva, and all the demigods, they were also given this divine vision so that they could behold. Because this universal form was temporary. It was manifested for some time only for devotees at the request of pure devotee like Arjuna. And then it got unmanifested. So it is transcendental. And this transcendental form of Lord Krishna was not seen before by anyone. No one had ever seen this form before. Even the demigods who are residing in other different higher planets, they had never seen. So that is the mercy of Krishna. In the verses which we covered earlier, Krishna shows very good form at 5.6 and 6, he vision of wonderful form, and no one has ever seen or heard of this form before. Vision of entire universe at one place, and then vision of past, present, and future. So needed vision, because Krishna is describing only about his form. But in verse number 8, Krishna knows that with materialized, Arjuna cannot see his divine form, so he gives him divine vision. So that is divine, that is the mercy of Lord Krishna to his pure devotee. So we have covered. Now we take up sections B, section B, section 1.4 and 5.8. Now, in Sanjay's description of the universal form, 9 to 13, Sanjay describes how Krishna bestows upon Arjuna the necessary vision. Arjuna then beholds Krishna's universal form. 14 to 19, Krishna's universal form of appearances, and 20 to 13, Krishna's Kal Roop form of time. Krishna is Kal Roop, who devours each and everyone. We know that the Kal does not keep anyone. The Kal of time, everything changes with time, and the time eats up everything or devours everything. We will continue with verse number 9 today. Yes, anybody would like to read? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Muktava tato rajanmiha yogeshvaro hari darshayamas parthaya param rupameshwaram. Sanjay said, O king, speaking thus the Supreme, the Lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna.
Thank you, Mataji. So 2 words are very important here. Maha Yogeshwaro Hari. Lord Krishna is master of all kind of mystic yogas. He is master of all kind of yogas. So Maha Yogeshwara and Paramam Rupam Ashwaryam, that the majestic form which is full of opulences and that powerful also, supremely powerful. That is being displayed by Lord Krishna here to Arjuna. Now behold, after giving the divine vision, now Krishna starts speaking. And Krishna speaks here up to verse number 14 here. Sanjay, now, but what Krishna said is not quoted here. What the Dhritarashtra is listening through Arjuna through, sorry, Sanjaya, that is being quoted here. Now, what he is seeing now, Sanjaya is a material person, we know. He does not have any transcendental body or transcendental vision, but by the mercy of Vyasdeva, he could see things happening at a long distance, far, far away places. And he is sitting with Dhritarashtra in Hastinapur, and the battle is taking place in Kurukshetra. They are far apart, hundreds of kilometers away places. But Sanjay, as we know, is like a human being, has got certain four material defects which are inherent in any living entity. Now, with his mental capabilities or mental speculation, what he is seeing, he is trying to describe to Dhritarashtra. And he is describing using certain words. And words have a limitation. Words are just representative, indicative of what they are seeing. Because words do not convey what actually picture is. So he is trying to measure the immeasurable or describe the indescribable to Dhritarashtra. So he says that, O king, speaking thus as Krishna, the Lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his uniform to Arjuna. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Aneka अनेक वक्र त्रय नयन मने काब्धुत दर्शनम अनेक दिव्याभरणम दिव्यानेकोद्येताद्युधम दिव्यमाल्यंबरधरम दिव्यज्ञानधुन लेपनम सर्वाश्चर्यमयम देवमनंतम विश्वतोमुखम. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouths, unlimited eyes, unlimited wonderful visions. The form was decorated with many celestial ornaments and bore many divine upraised weapons. He wore celestial garlands and garments, and many divine scents were smeared over his body. All was wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, all expending. These manifestations were distributed throughout the universe, but by the grace of the Lord, Arjuna could see them while sitting in one place. That was due to the inconceivable potency of Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So what Arjuna sees now, this is the Sanjay describing to Dhritarashtra what Arjuna is seeing: unlimited mouths, unlimited number of eyes, different wonderful visions, ornaments, weapons, all divine, and also all kind of scents, divine perfumes smeared over his body. All was so brilliant, wondrous, unlimited, all expanding. And the Anantam Vishwato Mukham 11, last line of the verse number 11. Ananto, that means unlimited, innumerable, immeasurable. Vishwato Mukham means, Vishwato Mukham means basically the faces in, Mukham means face, and Vishwato means all direction. The faces of this universal form were in all direction. That means they were not like human beings, that we have one face which looks always forward, or we can at the most see sides. And these faces were all around this universal form. So, and yes, Mataji, there is not much to be explained. Everything is clear here. Yes, please continue.
Yes. दिवि सूर्यहर्षस्य भवेदेव युगपदुत्थिता यदि भासहर्षि सा स्याद्भुद अससस्तस्य महात्मना. If hundreds of thousands of suns were to rise at once into the sky, their radiance might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form.
So this is a very important analogy here. The effulgence or the glaring light which was coming out of this universe form has been compared to the hundreds of thousands means lakhs of suns rising at once in the sky. Now we have only one sun in the sky, we see, and the whole day the light is so bright all around the globe. We know that, and we can't stare at one sun only. Yeah, there are lakhs of suns rising at the same time. Just imagine the brilliance and or effulgence of these suns. Nobody can behold that. But Arjuna was able to see that because he had the divine vision. So this is an analogy given here, and Supreme Personality, the brilliance of the effulgence of the radiance of this uniform universal form, which had Vishwatomukham, which had faces in all directions, not only one face, but all directions, right, left, sides. So, or front or back, everywhere there was face in this universal form with numerous eyes and all those things. So, but what that was possible because of mercy. In the last verse we saw that inconceivable potency because of Lord's mercy. Nobody can behold that form unless Lord has a mercy of such a devotee. So this we have already read 11, 12. Yes, 13. Yes, Mataji.
तत्राइकस्थं जगत्कृत्स्नं प्रविभक्तम् अनकधा अपश्याद् देवदेवस्य शारीरे पाण्डवास्तडा. At the time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansion of the universe, situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Arjuna could see in the body of Krishna many thousands of planets. As we learn from the Vedic scriptures, there are many universes and many planets. Some of them are made of earth, some are made of gold, some are made of jewels, some are very great, some are not so great, etc. Sitting on this chariot, Sitting on his chariot, Arjuna could see all these, but no one could understand what was going on between Arjuna and Krishna.
Yeah, but no one could understand because nobody had the idea what was going on. Because nobody had the divine vision which Krishna had given to Arjuna. So Arjuna was only seeing this thing. And this is being described by Sanjaya to King Dhritarashtra. Now, this this is all this description, the body of Krishna, many thousands of planets. We know the planets and universes are separated from each other. Part it is it is inconceivable to visualize one planet completely in one sitting at one place. Even the scientists cannot see what is behind on the other surface of a single planet. But here, thousands of planets, thousands of universes, everything all brought together in one place in the universal form of Lord Krishna, and it was visible to Arjuna sitting with Krishna himself. Krishna was sitting with him in the chariot, yet he was showing his universal form or the expanded form to Arjuna while both were sitting in the same chariot. So, sitting at one place is all universes. We know that even the greatest scientists or other people, they cannot have the vision of anything which is beyond their eyesight or beyond their scientific approach. But here, everything was visible. Here, sitting with Krishna, Arjuna was able to visualize everything. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Riya Mataji, please continue. So this is already been described. Yes, 14, verse 14. Riya Mataji, please.
Okay, okay. Hare Krishna. Tatta sa viramaya vishto uh, viramaya vishto rishta roma dhananjaya pranamaya sirasa devam kritan jalir abhasata. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna bowed his head to offer obeisances and with folded hands began to pray to the Supreme Lord. After seeing the universal form, the relation of the or friendship of Arjuna towards Krishna transformed into that of respect, that he started praying to Krishna with folded hands. He praised the form with wonder. The sober, calm Arjuna became ecstatic. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Tata sa vismaya vishto hृष्ट रोमा धनंजय प्रणम्य शीर्षा देवम कृतांजलि abhashata. Bewildered and astonished. Now, just see the change of rasa. The relationship between Arjuna and Krishna is changing. He was Sakha, Sakhya Bhav. Then there was Dasya Bhav. Then after Dasya Bhav, there was a feeling of ecstasy earlier in this chapter. And after this, ecstasy, now there is a feeling of wonder or adbhut. Uh, bewildered and astonished. That is, he's in the mode of now secondary. This is secondary rasa. There are 5 primary and 7 secondary rasa. We'll come to it. So he is in a state of astonishment or in a state of wonder. This is also a rasa. His hair is standing on end. He was so terrified that when we are terrified, then or we see something very, very unusual, or we get in a state of awesome wonder, then our hands stand on end. Arjuna bowed down again. That means he surrendered again to Krishna and he started paying obeisances. He said that I'm not able to behold this form any longer. My mind, he praised the in fact, he not only praised this universal form, but in further verses he says that I am not able to behold this form. And he praised the form with wonder, sober, calm. Arjuna became ecstatic. Yes. So then bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on, Arjuna began to pray with folding hands, offering his. So now 15 to 31 is Arjuna's experience of. So 1 to 4, it was Arjuna's prayer. 5 to 8, it was Krishna's vision, Krishna's own description of his universal form. And 15.8, he gave the divine vision. 9 to 14 is a description that Sanjay is giving to Dhritarashtra. Now from 15 to 31 is Arjuna's experience of seeing that, how Arjuna reacts. Yes, Mataji, please read this. This is the rasas or relationship. Rasa or what is the meaning of ras or relationship?
Mellows.
Yeah. What is the mellows? Yes, mellows is a synonym for the rasa or relationship. What actually it means? What does rasa mean?
Juice.
Yeah, that is also. Mataji, anything, any kind of feeling which makes us do some kind of service and establish a relationship with the other person is a rasa. Now, a rasa, now just imagine Mother Yashoda with Krishna. She had Vatsalya rasa. She had motherly love or parental love for the child. So that relationship was established because there was love for that infant or that Lord Krishna in the heart of Mother Yashoda. Hanuman, he was always serving Lord Krishna. So that relationship was based on this service or dasyam bhav. He was always surrendered soul. And so this something which promotes or motivates us to do service is a rasa, or something which creates a bond between two persons is a rasa. Husband wife have a different kind of relationship, and there is a rasa in their relationship, right? So rasa is basically a force which helps or motivates us to join the other person in a feeling of that rasa and also do some kind of service. Now, bhakti ras, when we talked about bhakti ras meant we developed bhakti ras, or we don't develop devotional service towards sense of devotional service to Lord. Actually, that motivates us to do some service activity for Krishna. So this is the meaning of Krishna. Yes, Mataji, please. So there are 5, 5 primary and 7 secondary rasas, and these are described in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 19, chapter. Yes, Mataji.
Santa Dasya Sakya Vachalya Madhurya Rasa Nama Krishna Bhakta Rasa Madhye E Pancha Pradhana. The chief transcendental mellows
Pancha
experience
Pradhana. 5 Pradhan ras.
Pancha
Pancha
Pradhana.
Pradhana. The chief.
The chief transcendental mellows experienced with the Supreme Personality of Godhead are five: Santa, Dasya, Sakya, Vachalya, and Madhurya. Santa,
Neutral.
Santa is the neutral. Dasya is the servant, servitor. Sakya is the friendship. Vachalya is the parental love. Madhurya is the conjugal love.
There are 5
And
primary rasas or 5 pradhan rasas. Pancha pradhan. Yes, second side.
Hasya Adbhuta Virat Vira Karuna Rudra Vibha
Bhivas.
Bibhasha Bhaya Pancha Vidha Bhakte Gona Saptarasa Haya. In addition to the 5 direct mellows, there are 7 indirect mellows known as the laughter, wonder, chivalry, compassion, anger, disaster, and fear. Hasya is the laughter, Adbhuta is the wonder, Virat is the
Shivendi.
uh, chival- chivalry, Karuna is the pathetic feeling, Rudra is the anger, uh,
Bhivas.
Vibhasta is the da-
Disaster. Disaster.
das- disaster, Bhaya is the fearfulness.
So, Adbhut Ras, awesome, a wonder Ras. He was, after seeing the universal world, Arjuna had a feeling of wonder. He was astonished. So, he was fearful also, because when his wonder or fear, then also the, hairs rise at the end. So, these are 5 primary rasa. Shanta Das, this order has to be remembered, Mataji, because there is certain reason for logic behind this order, especially primary, secondary rasa you can remember in order, but Shanta Das is Sakya, then Shant is neutral, then Das is servitorship, like Hanuman, Sakya is like Arjuna, Vasal is like Mother Yashoda, and Madhuri Ras, which is the highest grade. And it is very difficult to have, in fact, Vasalya Ras. Only very, very fortunate. This is one of the most rare rats. And only very, very fortunate people can have this Vasalaras. And the Devaki, Ma Devaki, and Ma Yashoda, they had that Vasalaras. Others cannot become parents of Lord. So the Hasya, yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, can you actually give an example for the Sant neutral?
Shantras, in fact,
Sant?
yogis are in a Shantras. Yogis or the Brahmavadis, those Mayavadis who are in a mode to merge, who have a merge, who want to merge into the Brahmic effulgence, they are in the mode of Shantaras. And Dasiras, we know Lord Hanuman, Sakhiras, Arjuna, Vasalya, Mother Yashoda, and Madhurya, all the gopis and Radharani. They are.
Yes.
And then Hasya, Adbhut Veer, Karuna, Raudra, and Bhivas, and Bhaya. These are some of the Bhayankar also is there. So these are seven wonder, chivalry, compassion, daya or karuna, anger, raudra, disaster is of course. We have seen vibhas and then fear is bhaya, bhayankar. So these are 7 rasas. You have to remember these primary and secondary rasas. Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
What's it?
Pashyami Devam Tava Deva Dehe Sarvam Tatha Bhuta Vishesha Sangam Brahmanam Isham Kamalasana Stham Rasim Cha Sarban Uragam Cha Dibyam. Arjuna said, My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. Arjuna sees the celestial serpent Vasuki, on which lay Garbhoda Kashayi, Vishnu, and all planets um, up to the uppermost planet of Brahmaloka. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So you can see now Arjuna is describing what he has seen. So Pashyami Devams Tav Dev Dehe Sarvams Tatha Bhut Vishesha Santan Brahmanam Isham. There is a bar over any letter. It is badi E. Isham Kamalasana Stham Rishim Sarvan Pura Sarvanu Rankascha Divyan. Arjuna said, My dear Lord, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and the various other living entities. All living entities, not only living and non-living, but all the demigods also they are seen in the universal form by Arjuna, and he sees Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as the Lord Shiva and all sages and divine serpents, and including Vasiki, uh, on which Garbhodakshai Vishnu is lying. Now, significance is here about Lord Shiva and Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, we know already created by Lord Krishna. And Krishna, first expansion was Balrama, second was Sankarshana, first Sankarshana. From first Sankarshana came the Karnakdokshai Vishnu, then Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and then the Kshirakdokshai Vishnu. So Garbhodakshai Vishnu, who is responsible for creation of planets and universes, he is seen here lying on the snake, serpent, celestial, that is a transcendental serpent, his name is Vasuki. So the point is that all that is living, whether demigods or human beings, they or any animals, all that life forms are visible in the universal form to Arjuna sitting at one place. So you can see these two pictures, Vishwato Bahumukham. Now you can see the faces in all direction, and you can see the Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Ganesh. All these are demigods or rishis, mahajans. Everybody is there, and Arjuna is sitting at the bottom. He is beholding all these universal forms. You can see this picture also. The Garbhodakshai Vishnu is lying here. Brahma is sitting on the lotus flower, and all gods, demigods include Shiva, Ganesh, Parvati, and they are all praying to this universal form. So my point was that Lord Krishna gave divine vision to Arjuna to have a vision of his universal form here in the battlefield. At the same time, he gave divine vision to all these demigods also, so that they could also see him and also they could, pray to him. So this is the divine mercy of Lord Krishna. Yes, Swayam Prabha Mataji, now 15 to 19. Arjuna speaks his realizations of the universe. So we have already seen that Arjuna is speaking, he has started what he saw, that he's seeing all living entities and demigods here. Yes, verse 16, Swayam Prabha Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Mataji.
Anekabahudaravatranetram pashyami tvam sarvatonantararupam nantam na madhyam na punastavadim pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupa. O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. So you can see he's seeing now universal form, but we have already innumerable eyes, innumerable ears, mouth. This already described in verse number 14 earlier. Now I see in your body many, many arms, vesles, mouths, expanded everywhere without limit. And for what I'm seeing, the expanse of this universal form is so vast that I can't see the beginning. I can't see even the middle. I can't understand which part is the middle, and I can't see even the end of it. So it is Anant. That means Pashyami Vishwarupa, na Anantam, na Madhyam, na Punas Tavadim. Not there is no beginning. I can't see from where this universal formula is beginning, what is the middle part of it, and where it is ending. Yes, Mataji, please continue. 17.
Hare Krishna. Kireetinam gadinam chakrinam cha tejo rashim sarvato deeptimantam pashyami tvam durnirishyam samantad deeptanalarkadyutimaprameyam. Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, spreading on all sides like blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Dhanyavad.
Thank you. So, Durniriksham, this in the third line, Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samanta. In fact, Durniriksham is, it is very difficult to see because I cannot see it. Even the beginning, middle, and after that, he said it is very difficult to see. Why? Because Teju Rashim, the effulgence, the glow of this form is so intense, and it is also not only intense, but it is adorned with crowns. Sarvato Dipti Mantam Pashyami Tvam Durnisham Samanta. So he says that it is so decorated with all kind of discs, clubs, and crowns, and glaring effulgence, and it is spreading to all sides that I am not able to see it. And the radiance, earlier it was said that there were hundreds and thousands of sun, the effulgence, this universal form had radiance or effulgence of hundreds of thousands of suns. Now he is saying about the radiance which is radiating from these suns, that it is immeasurable, aparemeyam, up from AM, that means it is beyond measurement, because the light of sun, the radiance cannot be measured all around. Yes, Mataji. Aksharam, Param Devi.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam Tvamasya vishwasya param nidhanam Tvamavyaya shashvata dharma gopta Sanatanastvam purusho mato me. You are the supreme you are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion. Hare Krishna, Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Mataji. So Arjuna, not like the pitiable condition of Sanjaya we saw, he was trying to mentally describe something which was beyond words. Words have a limitation. They have an objective and reach only. They cannot, in fact, describe everything. They can only just indicate something or represent something. Now, same situation Arjuna is facing here. He is trying to describe the immeasurable. He's trying to measure. He's just now said beginning and I'm not able to see the beginning, middle, and end. He's trying to measure the immeasurable. Krishna is immeasurable. He's beyond any quantification. He can't be quantified by anybody. By only we can mentally speculate about him. So you are the supreme primal objective. Now he's after being have a feeling of wonder or astonishment and bewilderment. Now he's saying he's surrendering again. You are the supreme primal. He is making obeisances to Lord Krishna. Primal objective means that nothing existed before you. You were there. So you are the ultimate resting place. We know that Krishna has said that I am the aham bij prata. I give life, I maintain it, and ultimately I annihilate everything because I am time. Krishna says I am time, I am Kal, and Kal devours everything. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of eternal region. So 5 qualities have been mentioned this verse. First is supreme primal objective. Second, you are ultimate basis. Third is you are inexhaustible and maintainer also. And fourth is maintainer. And fifth is that you are eternal ancient personality of God. That means you are supreme personality of Godhead. Yes, Mataji. These are beautiful verses, in fact.
Yeah.
Arjuna is in this 19 to 25, verse number 19 to 25. Arjuna is trying to describe the time form or the Kala Rupa of Lord Krishna. How he represents the time. I think everybody will remember. Time or Kal is one of the 5 themes of Bhagavad Gita. Essence themes of Bhagavad Gita on this entire song of Lord Krishna is based. So he is now describing how Kal and what is the role of Kal. With time, we know that time devours everything. Time devours every living being. Time changes everything, but Lord Krishna is transcendental. Nothing changes with him. He is the owner and controller of Kala or time. So he is now trying to describe how Krishna is acting as Kala Rupa, and the Kal is, or the Kal personified as Krishna, and he is devouring everything which is in the material nature, and every living thing or universes, plants, everything is subject to change. Yes, Mataji, Anadim Madhyam. Beautiful.
अनादिमध्यान्तमनन्तवीर्यम् अनन्तबाहुं शशिसूर्यनेत्रम् पश्यामि त्वां दीप्तहुताशवक्त्रम् स्वतेजसा विश्वमिदं तपन्तम्. You are without origin, middle or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and moon are your eyes. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanyavad.
Anadipat Madhyanta. Already also Lord, this is mentioned by Arjuna, that your origin, your middle, and your that end part of it is not visible. Ananta Viram is you have got unlimited strength. Viram is strength or power. Ananta Bahum, you have got numerous. Shashi Shurya Netram, the sun and moon are looking like your eyes. So beautiful. He's already so much effulgent and radiant, Lord Krishna, in his universal form, that the brightness, the eyes and small, we have got very small eyes. The eyes are like the size of the moon and sun. Pashami Tvam Pashami Tvam Deept Hutas Bhaktram Swastejasa Vishwam Idam Tapantam. So tapantam means you are getting the heat is affecting your that the, the heat or the radiance which is emitting out from your mouth. Mouth is blazing fire is coming from your mouth, and in fact there is some kind of saliva which is flowing from fruit is also flowing from your mouth, which is all so much fearsome, and burning this entire universe by your radius. Now, the effect of this heat or radiance on the universe is there, not only on the universe, but what is this condition of higher planets, that is also described. How the residents or denizens of higher planets are affected by seeing this fearsome universal form of Lord Krishna, that is also going to be described by later on. Yes, Mataji. 20.
Yes, Hare Krishna. द्यावा पृथिव्योरिदमन्तरं हि व्याप्तं त्वयैकेन दिशश्च सर्वाः दृष्ट्वाद्भुतं रूपमुग्रं तवेदं लोकत्रयं प्रव्यथितं महात्मन्. Although you are one, you spread throughout the sky and the planets and all space between. O Great One, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed. Dyava Prithvi Yoho, the space between heaven and earth, and Lokatrayam, the three worlds, are significant words in this verse, because it appears that not only did Arjuna see this universal form of the Lord, but others in other planetary systems saw it also. Arjuna's seeing of the universal form was not a dream. All whom the Lord endowed with divine vision saw that universal form on the battlefield. Hare Krishna, Dhanyavad.
So here you can see that the expanse was so vast, so limitless, that all planets and universe were visible in that expanse. number one. Secondly, the residents, as I just now mentioned, this verse 20 says that the divine vision was given to the residents of higher planets also, the demigods and other persons who are there in the Gandharvas, Yakshas, and divine serpent. All those were also given this divine vision by mercy of Krishna. So they could also see this universal form. Not only Arjuna was bewildered seeing this universal form, but everybody sitting over there in higher planets, they were also perturbed because the heat, the effulgence, the sound, the radiance was so bright and so uh, fearsome that everybody was mentally disturbed. Now Arjun is describing this thing, what is happening here. So Arjuna is also mentally very much disturbed and perturbed. He was a friend of Krishna, a loving friend of Krishna. He was a Sakha, and Arjuna is Vishaka Sakhi. Vishaka Sakhi of Krishna. Krishna's Lalita Vishaka, these were close Sakhis, and he is from Goloka Vrindavana. He was so intimate to Krishna. He knew everything about Krishna. But seeing this universal form of Lord Krishna, which was totally so awesome and in fact wondrous, that he was also disturbed mentally. And already he has mentioned that my hands are rising at their end. So what is happening here? So but when this is happening to Arjuna, who is Vishaka Sakhi and always a companion of Lord Krishna, what about the demigods who are just his creations? They were too much terrified and they thought something very, very ominous or evil might happen to them. So what are they doing? Yes, Mataji. These are very nice verses.
Hare Krishna. Amihi tvam surasangha vishyanti kechid bhitaha pranjalayo grunanti swasti tyuktva maharshi siddha sangha stuvanti tvam stutibih pushkalabhihi. All the hosts of demigods are surrendering before you and entering into you. Some of them, very much afraid, are offering prayers with folded hands. Hosts of great sages and perfected beings, crying all peace, are praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns. The demigods in all the planetary systems feared the terrific manifestation of the universal form and its glaring effulgence, and so prayed for protection. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So, as I just now said, Arjuna was perturbed and bewildered, astonished seeing this unified form, and also the demigods. And demigods who included Shiva, Brahma, all the Adityas, all Sura, all the demigods, and including Yaksha, Gandharva, and the Vasuki, all these were in fact terrified seeing this terrible form of Lord Krishna, because they had a very rare chance of meeting Krishna, in fact, as a matter of fact. But here they are seeing a different form of Krishna, so out of fear they started praying. Swasti means peace be. That all peace, all peace. Swasti word has been used here. Where is it? Swasti Uktva. They are speaking Swasti. They are uttering word Swastik. Swasti means all peace. They are praying for mercy of Lord Krishna. And because of this wondrous universal form, everybody is terrified. So all the demigods through the Aditya. Yes, Mataji.
Rudraditya vasavo ye cha sadhya Vishveshvinau marutaschoshmapascha Gandharvayaksha surasiddha sangha Vikshante tvam vismitaschaiva sarve. All the various manifestations of Lord Shiva, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Sadhyas, the Vishve, the Devas, the two Ashvis, the Maruts, the forefathers, the Gandharvas, the Ekshas, the Asuras, and the perfected demigods are beholding you in wonder. Hare Krishna, Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Bhakti. So this needs no explanation. I've already said that everybody who are also empowered to have a divine vision, we were given divine vision by Lord Krishna. They were beholding this universal form and they were equally terrified. They were prayed to him that please, Lord Krishna, peace, peace, because they were expecting something evil might happen to them. So this these are further explanation of the verses which we have already covered. So this one, anybody else would like to read? Well, I can see Richa Mataji, Riya Mataji have read, Swam Prabhu Pratibha Mataji, would you like to read? Please unmute. Pratibha Mataji, am I audible?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Pratibha
11.20.
23.
Krishna, am I audible? Am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yes, yes, Mataji. Yes,
Am I audible?
yes, Mataji.
Ah.
Please.
I have to read 11.23.
Yes, Mataji.
रूपं महत्ते बहुवक्त्र नेत्रं महाबाहो बहुबाहुरूप्या रूपादन् बहु उदरं बहुद्रष्टाकरालं दृष्ट्वा लोकान् प्रव्यथितास्तथा तथाहम् दृष्ट्वा लोकः प्रव्यथितास्तथाहम्. O mighty armed one,
Yes.
all the planets with their demigods are disturbed at seeing your great form. With its many faces, eyes, arms, thighs, legs, and bellies, and your many terrible teeth, and as they are disturbed, so on. So am I. Hare Krishna.
Now, after description, Arjuna has already mentioned this, his form is so wondrous, so I'm astonished and bewildered. Now he says that I'm also under disturbed. He's disturbed means that he's psychologically disturbed. He is mentally disturbed seeing this universal form because he, after describing the condition of demigods, what is happening to him, he's describing your so many teeth, mouths, limbs, arms, bellies, and weapons, and radiance, and jewels, and scented bodies, and so many colored fabrics, and so many spread all around you. Vishwatomukham is all faces all over. The person has a face in the front only, but one face only. But here, this universal has multiple faces in all directions, arms and bellies and teeth and everything in all directions. So he says that now I am also disturbed like the demigods. How you can see here, this is what is the picture. Krishna and Arjuna, they are seated on the right corner, right lower corner. And what is happening here, the fire is coming out of the mouth. All the demigods, they are praying there, and Krishna is there in the middle, and everybody is being in a great radiance and effulgence surrounded by, and not only that, you can see on the picture, asuras also, they are also being shown as part of the universal form. So 24, yes, Mataji. He said, I am fearful.
नभस्पृशं दीप्तमनेकवर्णं व्यात्ताननं दीप्तविशालनेत्रं दृष्ट्वा हि त्वां प्रवतिथान्तरात्मा धृतिं न विन्दामि शमं च विष्णु. O all-pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouth, and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. Hare Krishna.
So in verse number 24 and 25, now Krishna is going to describe his pitiful condition because he is very much disturbed and perturbed seeing this huge, tremendous form. And he says that your form or the universal form is so ferocious that it creates so much of awe and fear in my mind. O all pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, that is, expanse is so vast, your gaping mouths, we can see what is happening. The froth is coming out of those mouths, and teeth are very, very big, and your great glowing eyes. My mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. So mentally and physically, he's very much disturbed now. So what does he do? This we have already read, the meaning, 23, 24. Yes, Mataji, 25. So 24, 25, he's describing his pitiable condition.
द्रष्टाकरालानि च ते मुखानि दृष्ट्वैव कालान् लसन्यभानि दिशो न जाने न लभे च शर्म प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास. O Lord of Lords, O refuge of the worlds, please be gracious to me. I cannot keep my balance seeing thus your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth. In all directions, I am bewildered. Hare Krishna.
So, O Lord of Lords, O refuge of the worlds, please be gracious to me. Now he is seeking pity. He is seeking mercy of Lord. Please be kind to me and be merciful. I could not keep my balance seeing this your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth. In all direction, I am bewildered. That I am now directionless. I cannot recognize a direction. Why? Because I am not able to keep my balance, and because of radiance, my memory is lost even. I am not able to maintain my equanimity or equipoise status. Yes, Mataji. Now Arjuna says, we will remember that Krishna said to Arjuna in earlier verses that see whatever you want to see, and whatever you can see, the present, the past, and the future, you can see everything in my this universal form. This was between 8 to 15. Now, what indicated to Arjuna by this saying that you can see the present and past and future also. So he is indicating that now you are in the battlefield. What is going to be the outcome of this battlefield? So that will be your future. You can see the future here. And actually, Krishna shows him the future, that all these Kauravas, the battle, the warring soldiers, they were just entering or rushing, including Duryodhana and Karna. They were all rushing into this mouth of universal form. They were being crushed under the teeth of Lord Krishna, this vast universal form. So this is going to be described later on. But here, now, what is going to be the outcome of this is the future that is being described here, verse number 26 to 30, that what is going to be the future. And Lord here is just mentioning, Yatha Nadina Bhavo Ambu Vega Samudram Eva Bhi Mukha Dravanti Tatha Tabami Narlok Vira Vishanti Bhaktatrana Abhi Vijavalanti Abhi Vijavalanti. As the many waves of the river flow into the ocean, so do all these great warriors enter blazing into your mouth. Now, there is so much of fire coming from his mouth, and all those warriors which are either in the Pandu side or now he's talking about Kaurava side, basically, they are just entering forcibly into your mouth and some are getting crushed, some are dying. Yes, Mataji. All the sons of, yes, please read this 26, 27. This is very important. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Which one I have to read?
This text, translation you can read, so it will make clear. 26, 27, 28, the translation of these three verses given here. It is very important that you. Krishna, in fact.
Which one?
The screen, can you see the screen, Mataji? The
Yes,
translation
I
of
can.
verse.
26, 27.
Yes, 27, 27. Yeah,
Oh,
this.
all the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings and Bhishma, Drona, and Karna, and all our soldiers are rushing into your mouth, their heads smashed by your fearful teeth. I see that some are being crushed between your teeth as well. 11.28. As the rivers flow into the sea, so all these great warriors enter your blazing mouths and perish.
So this is what Krishna wanted to indicate, that you can see the future of this battle, future, whatever, all that is going to come in the future. And now he is showing it, Kal Rupa. Kal Rupa means, just now we discussed that Kal Rupa means the time devours everything. Time, everything is finished with the time or annihilated by time. So this is what is happening now. Arjuna is seeing that all these warriors of opposite side, great king, great Bhishma, Pitama Bhishma, Dronacharya, Karna, and all other warriors of the soldiers, they are just forcibly entering into the mouth of this universal form, and some are getting crushed under the teeth of, because they were on the they were on the sinful side, and they were being penalized by Lord Krishna, indicating that ultimately you are going to be victorious and they are going or going to be killed. And Lord Krishna later on says that I have already killed them. You have to just become Nimat Matra. They are already killed by me. So that was the design of Lord Krishna, why he permitted this Mahabharata, this Kurukshetra battle to take place. Because he wanted to penalize the persons who were on adharma side or were acting against the principle of religion. So what is their fate? In 28, yes, Mataji, as the rivers flow into the sea, this is a analogy given. We know that multiple rivers flow from all direction to the sea and merge into the thing. Similarly, these warriors or the Kauravas are entering. He is the Vishwato Mukham. So he is all the Kauravas are entering into multiple mouths of it from all direction into the mouth of this universal form and getting killed. 29, we'll finish at 30. Yes, but 29. Now, 29,
I
30,
can't see,
what is
Prabhuji.
the future?
29.
You can't see, Mataji.
Now I can see. Now I can see.
Yeah, thank you.
यथा प्रदीप्तं ज्वलनं पतङ्गा विशन्ति नाशाय समुद्रवेगा तथैव नाशाय विशन्ति लोकाः स्तवापि वक्त्राणि समुद्रवेगा. I see all people rushing full speed into your mouth as moths dash to destruction in a blazing fire. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So we know there are three analogies here. All rivers merging into ocean. That means all Kauravas ultimately going to be killed and you are going to be victorious. Second is moths. We know when there is a light, the moths after rains, the moths take birth and they fly towards the source of light and get that burnt there. And ultimately they die. Some not only source of light, but if there is a fire also, then all these moths head towards the source of fire and they get killed. So all people rushing full speed into your mouth as moths dash to destruction in a blazing fire. So this is what Lord Krishna is showing to Arjuna, that I see you all devouring all these people from all sides with your flaming mouths. And also your effulgence is so great, it will spread all over the universe by your terrible scorching eyes that everything is burning up. But not only this burning at this form is terrifying to me, but all the demigods also are scared about you. So now Arjuna, in his after describing that is you are spread throughout the universe, that it is very difficult to describe. You are immeasurable. There is no beginning, no. So we will come to verse number 30 and stop here. Yes, Mataji.
लेलिहस्ते ग्रसमानः प्रमन्ता लोकान् लोकान् समाग्रान् वदनेर्ज्वलद्भा जलब्धा तेजोभिर one minute, I can't see. तेजोभिरापूर्य जगत्समग्रं भास्तवोग्रा प्रतपन्ति विष्णु. O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people from all sides with your flaming mouth, covering all the universes with your effulgence. You are manifest with terrible scorching rays. Hare Krishna.
So we have already defined this verse. Vishnu, I see you devouring all. This is Kala Rupa of Krishna. All the warriors, the Bhishma, Karna, then all the other enemy kings and soldiers, they are entering into your mouth and getting killed. That means you have already designed them to get killed in this battle. And Arjuna is going to be victorious, and this is the future Krishna wanted to show him in the universal form. So, covering all the universe with your effulgence, you are manifest with terribly scorching rays. So, Krishna, this is how Arjuna has described this universal form. Now, and also Krishna, out of his mercy towards Arjuna, has shown what is going to be the outcome of this battle. Now, in verse number 31, we can take verse number 31, then we can leave. This one is very important from spiritual point of view. Yes, Mataji.
आख्या भवानु धीमेको भवानुग्ररूपो नमोऽस्तु ते देववर प्रसीद विज्ञातुमिच्छामि भक्तमाद्य न हि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम्. O Lord of Lords, so fierce of forms, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primal Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is.
So,
Hare Krishna.
thank you, Mataji. So nice of you. In fact, now after being perturbed and disturbed, seeing the other form of Lord, his friend Krishna, he says that he puts two questions. Who you are, in fact, tell me. You are sitting with me, but you're showing me this universal form, which is so ferocious and so expanding all over the universe, all planets, universe within you, so many forms, so many demigods, all living entities, non-living entities, so beautifully decorated and perfumed. So ultimately, who you are and what is your mission? Why you have appeared in this form? So these two questions Krishna is going to answer in subsequent verse. We'll close here. This is the last verse 31. And so we have seen what Krishna said earlier and what Sanjaya described about Krishna's universal form to Dhritarashtra. And lastly, what Arjuna experienced and what Arjuna said regarding himself and the demigods. So we end up here. The two questions put by, and this is the beauty of a pure devotee, a pure Vaishnava, that he always puts questions for his own knowledge and for the benefit of entire mankind, so that for enlightenment of entire mankind. So Krishna, Arjuna has put a two questions. Who you are, because I have never seen you this form. So ultimately, really in fact, what you are and what is your mission ultimately. So Krishna will be replying these questions in subsequent verses. So we end up here. We stop this here. Any question, quick question or doubt or addition or correction you'd like to say? I posted the attendance link in the chat box. Please check and fill in your attendance. There is no further question. We can stop here and with the closing prayer. Anybody would like to say closing prayer before we finish? Okay, Vancha Kalptarubhyasya Kripa Sindhuva E Vijay Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namah. Anant Koti Vaishnav Nanti ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Bhagvat Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna devotees, Prabhuji and Mataji, and thank you very much for being associated in today's class. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to all of you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna,
Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please fill in the attendance before you leave.